Hi, my name is Gail White. I'm a student in spiritual care at Southwest Center and also at St. Joseph's. For my virtual meditation today, I'm going to be reading a story from this book called A Walk in the Wood, Meditations on Mindfulness with a Bear Named Pooh. It's written by Dr. Joseph and Nancy Parent, and it borrows some characters from A.A. Milne's children's book. I am going to read a story and then also take you through a guided meditation that you can use again later if you wish. I will ever so lightly mention words like struggling, anger, sadness, and shame. If you find these words troubling, please let us know. If you want to chat later, someone from spiritual care will be here to help you. This chapter is on kind-hearted and caring. Friendship means acceptance without bias, that nothing in ourselves or in others is rejected. We can offer forgiveness and kindness regarding every situation as manageable. Then we can extend true caring, the wish that all beings be free from struggle, that they be happy and at their ease. After his mindfulness practice, Pooh liked to do his caring kindness practice to help remember and strengthen his intention to be kind to himself and others. First, he thought about himself. I'm a bear that may have very little brain, but I do have a very big heart. Piglet is my best friend, and best friends care about each other and are kind to each other. So I want to be a good friend. First, I need to be a friend to myself, remembering my good qualities, forgiving the not so good, and encouraging myself to be the best I can be. Pooh remembered when he got distracted during a chat with Owl. He was thinking so much about Honey that he didn't hear a word of what his friend had to say. He forgave himself and thought, I'll do my best to be a better bear next time. I wonder if you could think about something that you maybe got distracted on, or maybe you weren't the best of friends, and just ponder that for a moment. I don't want you to get so involved in that or self-deprecating, just something that you may have liked to have done differently. I'll give you a few seconds to think about that. On the good side, Pooh noted, I do think of my friends quite a bit. I feel glad when they're happy and sad when they're not. I try to cheer them up and encourage them. What have you done to make it better to your friends, to be a better friend to your friends? Then he thought about the good qualities of his best friend Piglet and everyone he cared about. Piglet is very giving and loyal. Kanga is loving and nurturing. And Roo is sweet and cheerful. Rabbit is clever and hardworking. And Owl is wise and helpful. Eeyore is polite and humble. And even Tigger is well-meaning and energetic. Of course, Christopher Robin has many good qualities, the best of which is how much he loves me. As you think of those things, how good Pooh's friends are to him, I ask you to just let go of those things that maybe you have done that you didn't like that you did, and forgive yourself for those. I just give you a few seconds to release that. Pooh Pooh imagined taking away the unhappiness any of his friends might be feeling and sending them all the happiness they deserve. Finally, Pooh even included everyone he didn't know, but certainly would care about if he did. For all of them, he imagined taking and sending in the same way. After practicing a few minutes of taking unhappiness and sending happiness, he made up his mind to act this way all day by reciting his caring kindness poem. Today I'll be the best friend I can be to everyone I see, including me. Pooh knew that being kind to himself would help ensure that he could be kind to others. And even if he didn't do things perfectly, he would accept his shortcomings and forgive himself. Have you forgiven yourself? Whenever he could, he imagined taking away any unhappiness from himself and others, and extending the wish for happiness to his friends and all creatures, large and small. I just want to say one thing about taking someone's unhappiness and giving them happiness. We are all responsible for our own feelings and our own happiness. But I think sometimes by being just with somebody or just being a good friend is enough to make them feel better. So don't feel like you have to take on somebody else's feelings in order to make them happy. You can't really do that anyways. But you can be a good friend and you can be with them. And I know that you do. Now, I'd like to take you through 2 caring practice meditations, and you can practice these later on as well. Without an accepting and kind attitude towards ourselves, it is difficult to be caring and compassionate for others. In general, we give ourselves a hard time and have a hard time giving ourselves a break. When you make a mistake, instead of being negative towards yourself, make the positive choice to be kind. Making friends with yourself makes you more available for friendship with others. The first caring kindness practice for yourself. And I invite you to sit comfortably in a good upright posture if you want. Good posture may make it easier to breathe fully and stay attentive. If you want to, gently close your eyes and relax any tension you're feeling. I invite you to imagine a beautiful clear crystal made of light in the center of your body at heart level. It represents your pure, true nature. Say to yourself, my nature is goodness, and I deserve peace and happiness. I invite you to say this to yourself. I'll give you a few seconds to do that now. Now, I invite you to tune into any negative feelings towards yourself. Anger, sadness, shame, or something else. Notice how and where you experiencing them in your body. As you breathe in, imagine that all these negative emotions are gathered into the crystal and transformed into peace and happiness. As you breathe out, imagine the crystal radiating that peace and happiness throughout your being. I'll give you about 30 seconds to try this a couple of times. And when you're meditating on your own, feel free to do this for a few minutes or whatever feels most comfortable. As we come back together, let's practice our caring kindness practice for others. I invite you to breathe in and out as you feel most comfortable. Imagine that all the unhappiness of your friends and family is gathered into the crystal in your heart center. Their suffering transforms into peace and joy. As you breathe out, imagine the crystal radiating that peace and joy to all your friends and family. Then, as best you can, expand your gathering in and radiating out to a wider circle of beings, those you know, those you don't know, and even those you may find difficult, any and all, great and small. Conclude each of your sessions of caring kindness practice by reciting a compassionate aspiration. And here's one just like that. After I read this, we will be ending our time together. Thank you for tuning in. May all and every one of us have happiness. May all and every one of us find meaning from suffering. May all and every one of us have peace and calm. May all and every one of us give and receive love. Have a wonderful day.